So I just bought one of the world's cheapest 2020 KTM 1290 Super Adventures, but there was one big catch. It didn't run and its oil looked like water. Well, it was water. The bike looked minty fresh cosmetically, but it hid a dirty secret of being submerged up to the seat in water from Hurricane Milton. So today we are solving the mystery of what damages a submerged motorcycle may have and hopefully fixing them and giving Milton a new lease on life. You guys are probably wondering why I want to buy this thing in the first place. To me, these are the type of bikes that pull up to the gas station with fully loaded saddlebags in the middle of nowhere and you tell yourself, I'm gonna get one of those someday. Well, that day was today. So while I was at Miyagi Motoworks doing a stunt show for their grand opening, it was sitting there all detailed waiting to be listed for sale. After being blessed with first dibs, the lowball bandit didn't kick in. I just loaded her up and immediately started researching this thing, which originally sold for $18,600 just 4 years ago. So the S model that I have stands for smooth or street terrain, while the R model stands for rough terrain and is equipped with spoke wheels and longer travel suspension. Mine are cast wheels with fancy KYB electronic forks with less travel. So I'm the third owner, and since the bike wasn't insured, the title stayed clean, thankfully. This bike is basically a giant dirt bike with gold wing touring capabilities. The true mothership of the fleet that can still get rowdy. But rather than psych myself up too much, it was time to see if I can even get it running and on the lift at that. Biggest girl I've ever had on this thing.
I never take a day off, work around the clock, my engineer getting paid off. Rock like Ace up, like the need to take off. So high, cannot see, 8 off. Now I got these rappers all breaking up a sweat. Cause every time I get up on the mic, I come correct. And I learned it from the best, always dressing something fresh. Looking for a little dime, big button, nice chest, yeah.
It is Sunday, finally get a chance to tear into this bike and do a couple essentials. First things first, to get it running, hopefully. We got the old spark plugs here. This bike's a little weird. It has 2 different types of spark plugs, so 4 total. Went ahead and grabbed all of them. This is a replacement pack from Rottweiler. Then we got a new battery for it since it didn't come with one, as well as some oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing all the parts and basically threading all the bolts into everything that I can. That way I'm not just having a bunch of scattered bolts for this new bike I've never worked on. And then anything else that I can't thread back in, I'm gonna put to this cardboard right here and start making some notes as far as what goes where.
They say I got next, tell them that I got now. It's all Disney, boy, my family proud. Make them say L, make them say O. The hoes that tell me yes, the same ones that tell you no. Whoa, I ain't just an average Joe, way above the average flow. Boy, my life is most low. No matter where life takes me, find me with a smile. Soon to be happy, only laughing like a child. I never thought life would be this sweet. It got me cheesing from cheek to cheek, and I ain't gonna wait for nothing, cause that just ain't my style. Life couldn't get better. This gon' be the best day ever.
I think I got it torn down as much as I need to start inspecting stuff and replacing stuff. I'll show you guys the spark plugs. Here is the spark plug location. One right here, one right there, and then one right here, and then one right behind it as well. So 4 in total. I'm gonna figure out which goes where since they're already removed. Can't use them as reference. And then start piecing other things together, cleaning out some connections, and praying that we can get this thing running, considering it's got the sludge in there. It's pretty bad. So here's the sight glass. I thought it was empty, but it actually might be full of water, and that's why it looks clear, empty. I already started to crack the oil drain bolt, and it's water.
No, God!
Oh yeah.
No, God, please, no! No!
Oh my gosh.
No!
Oh, look at it chunking out.
No!
Please don't do the most right now. If I get you up, please don't go most right now. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Please don't do the most right now.
Oh yeah, we need some prayers right about now. Gotta take this connection off and fix these 4 wires. This is for the starter relay. Lots of corrosion going on. Went ahead and swapped out the wires, put some new connections on it, cleaned up all the terminals. Key for the magic moment, trying to start it for the first time, and we're about to install the airbox. Looks like it was broken. On the other side, the nipple for the airbox inlet is broken. Right there, that piece is broken. It should be a nipple, but it's just like a nub. Clean up the wiring a little bit. Of course, put the new spark plugs in down below. Trying to balance out filming the updates and anxiously getting this thing assembled so we can try it out for the first time. All right, second battery hooked up. Praying there's some kind of life here. Nothing. So maybe I have starter wires backwards on the relay. Holy people. We just used a starter relay from my ZX6R because this one's obviously bad. And we have some very janky shit going on, but it has power now. I'm freaking stoked. Oh my god. Of course we're gonna order the right starter relay, but basically my idea was that this thing takes the same relay as like every other KTM, some Yamahas and everything else. I don't know what MTC failure means, but we're gonna look that up real quick. We have a working dash. Oh my gosh. Check out the lights. Woo! Lights all work still. Maybe the horn. Nope, horn shot. Every freaking light is on right now. Got the pub sub in the drawer. Oh, this finally opens. Alright people, we're about to do it to it. My heart's pumping. General failure. I didn't get any spark last night, but I did get power and everything else. And I did some thinking. The guys that took this bike apart and took the original spark plugs out, they might have misplaced the plug positions for each spark plug coil. So I went ahead and looked up some YouTube videos of spark plug changes to see how the wiring was, and mine was off. So now it is correct. We got everything hooked back up. I just got to put a positive bolt in the battery and we'll finally see if this thing can run. First startup attempt, number 8,647. I just blew a fuse. Oh my God.
I'll see if you can figure out what's wrong with this thing. It won't crank up and everything seems to be put together right. It ain't got no gas in it.
Alright people, moment of truth. We got gas, we got power, we got spark. I did everything and I went to get it started. I was so hopeful. Knocked over the oil. Sweet. It's time to shine, baby. Let's be great. Let's triple check. I got everything how I want it. We're opening that garage open, letting her sing. Just tried so many times with no success that I finally closed it, but here we go. Resurrected, baby. Smoking. Fucking did it, baby. Oh. Look at all that smoke. Alright, we got some fresh oil. I'll get this thing rolling. Do a nice heat cycle for real this time. Just hotbox my entire freaking neighborhood. A crate case vent hose that broke. It's very important to have it hooked up. It just gushed all over the wiring harness, everything. It's just getting deep clean now. Oh, man, this thing is a Cadillac. Holy shit. Finishing touches, finally buttoning this thing up so we can do our first maiden voyage. Did our second, maybe third oil change. I'm losing track.
Now I'm swimming, stressing waters to relieve. Yeah, all the things I do.
Oh shit.
Spend a little time in
baby. GPS is mounted.
And what I won't tell you, I'll probably never even tell myself. Don't you know that sunshine don't feel right when you're inside all day? I wish it was nice out, but it looked like rain.
Well, I finally got the KTM running great and looking like a snack, but the last question on everyone's mind is how much did it cost? 3 oil changes added up to $231, $6 of distilled water to flush the coolant system, then $50 of engine ice to top it off. 4 spark plugs from Rottweiler cost $80, $10 worth of contact cleaner and brass wire brush to clean every connection, and lastly a $30 starter relay and $25 worth of 1/2-inch hose to fix the broken crankcase tube, making my grand total in parts just $431. And finally, for the bike itself, I paid just kidding. I paid $2,000 for the bike, people. That's right, baby. $25.31 for a whale. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this big beast. And I already have a name for her, but what would you name her? Like always, keep it dank. Later.